After weeks of searching for the perfect tour car, I ended up with this Ferrari 296 GTS. I even had the opportunity to buy a 918 Spider and I didn't take it, but it wasn't all bad because Tommy Auto bought it. Fair play to you, mate. Great choice of car. And today, I want to break down the pros and cons of owning this Ferrari. I travelled approximately 1,500 miles across Italy and Croatia. I wanted to see if this car was worth the money, and if I'm keeping it and sending it to the new country I'm moving to at the end of the year. This just wasn't a quick Sunday drive. Proper miles, proper heat, and some of the best and worst roads that Europe can throw at you. Here's a quick catch up if you missed my car buying journey. The Revuelto went, the budget was £1 million. Instead of buying one car, I end up buying three. An Urus, another Urus, and then the Ferrari 296 GTS. And yes, the Cybertruck is still alive. I needed a wild color for the tour, so I went back to what I'm known for, chrome rose gold. First thing I did was put it into the transporter and sent it straight to Rome. We're in Rome and the cars have arrived. The exciting time, this is so exciting. Here we go. Woo! My car has arrived. I was so eager to get the car, I even took it off the truck myself. The sun was out, the car was gleaming, and people had already started to take pictures. Now days 1, 2, and 3 were the real test. So here is my honest breakdown. Now first up, speed. The hybrid V6 twin turbo gives you instant power. As soon as you put your foot down, it just goes. Now when I say this car was quick, I mean properly quick. There was a moment when I accelerated so fast, the phone flew off the phone holder. We had loads of fast cars on the tour, but there was one car that I personally thought was untouchable. Mark Shepard's ES Motors tuned Porsche at 1100 brake horsepower. Even though he turned the tune down to 900, on paper it was quicker than my car, as mine is just over 800 brake horsepower. It should have absolutely destroyed me on the road and on the track. But when it came down to it, on a little short quarter-mile run, I beat him. Within the speed limits, of course. That's 1-0 to me then, yeah? That's 1-0 to me. I don't want to hear excuses, Mark. Mark, we're in the results business, my friend. That sounds better and looks better though. And that is when I realised this Ferrari was seriously fast. I got the quickest car on the tour. That's what I thought was going to be fastest. It is brutally fast, but here's the weird thing. It doesn't always feel it. It's so smooth and refined, you lose some of that raw, spiky feeling that I've always experienced in a Lamborghini. You're doing proper speeds, but it just feels really calm. For touring, it's amazing. But if you want pure theatre and drama, you might be left wanting something more. Now, next up, let's talk about comfort. At first, I thought it was awful. We're doing a fair bit of driving, and initially, when I first picked this car up, I was like, this ain't comfortable. And my mistake was I had the back seat, these are the sports seats, but the back actually reclines, so you can drop the back and forward. I had it too far back thinking, I want to drive like this. But actually, if you put the seat straight and you sit really comfortable, you put your bum really pushed down in the back of the seat, it's actually very, very comfortable. The seats are sports seats, and they're never going to feel like a Range Rover. Over doing long days of driving and loads of miles, it was actually okay. Ferraris are known for having a bumpy road button, and that actually really does work. Even in Florence, where the roads are bumpy and narrow, that button really saved my back. Now handling. This car is a proper driver's car, and that hybrid boost that the car has means it's instant power, especially around the corners. But because it's rear-wheel drive, you always have that little thought in the back of your mind, don't overdo it or it will step out on you. In the Lamborghini, you do feel more planted and definitely more brave. And in this car, you need to give it a little bit more respect. We booked out an entire track in Raycar for every single car so we could put them to the test. We were going to separate the men from the boys. Nowhere in the UK have I ever felt the full potential of this car.
Right, you are a sick lunatic. That was unbelievable.
Woo! This car's fun, they can't catch me. The acceleration is so quick on this, they can't catch me. That's the thing. As much as they might be able to get behind me, but the minute we hit the straight, I can just draw on them and pull away. It's just too fast. So on to the looks. The fact that this car was chrome rose gold, it turned people's heads everywhere. And that was the whole point in doing it that colour. So when I pulled up in Riker, the reaction was something else. You like it, yeah? Yeah. Good choice of car. What's your favourite car here today?
Yeah, I would say the Ferrari. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Good choice. That's my car.
This is too crazy right now.
Do you want to sit inside?
Yeah.
It's not my car, I was joking. I wish that was my car. No, it is my car. It is my car.
No way.
Comfortable?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Can I sit?
Of course you can sit in it. It looks good for you, it suits you. You have to get one. You know, you got to be nice to people. Let them enjoy. See what I mean? You can't, it's good? You can't buy that. That's what I love, you can't buy that. A lot of people said they really did like the car from the rear, but the front, for me personally, wasn't what I wanted. And this raised the question. If I was gonna keep this car long term and take this car to whatever country I'm gonna go to when I move out at the end of the year, I'd put a full kit on it and I'd put a sports exhaust on it, and I would definitely change the wheels. I think the wheels are too small. It needs a big set of Vossen wheels on this car. So did I choose the right car for the tour? For me, yes and no. The fact it was a convertible was a huge part of why I bought this car, and I don't regret it whatsoever. But the truth is, there wasn't many convertible options that I could use for the tour. Lamborghini don't have a car that's up to date that I was comfortable in buying and using for the tour. And if they did, the chances are it would have been a different story. So now, did I make the wrong decision? My friend Andrew Pantelli did say, get a 488, and he actually drove one on the tour. Even Dizzy took me out in his 488 piece, the Spider. I've got two options with the car. I can either sell it, or the fact I'm not really happy with how it looks, I can put new wheels, a body kit, and a sports exhaust. And when I searched the net, I found this. Novitec and Largo 296 GTS. Only 15 made in the world. New wing, bonnet, arches, wheels, carbon bits everywhere. The car looks amazing from every angle. This kit would fully transform the look of my car and make me fall in love with it all over again. But the only issue I had is the price. I have an estimate of around £100,000 for the kit. Any more just wouldn't make sense. So I made some calls and it was time to find out how long it's going to take to get this kit and how much, because that, depending on that, could sway me.
Hello, James speaking.
James, hi, it's Yanni from Yiannimize. How you doing, pal?
Hey Yanni, how you doing?
I'm good, mate, I'm good. 296 GTS and Largo kit.
I've got to say, I've seen it in person, and I'm not just giving the sales chat, it just, yeah, the presence of it is a lot less. Let's say, I don't know, the original looks a bit more low-key, this looks proper Ferrari, to be honest.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Yeah, the 296 GTS, let's be honest, is a great car, but doesn't look anything. And this kit, I think, has transformed it into something real special. So I've got two questions for you. ETA on getting one into the UK? First question, ballpark?
Basically, there's one kit available. They were all taken, so they're obviously limited edition as well. There's 15 of the coupe, 15 of the Spider. Yeah, so there's one left of the Spider, which I think is accounted by a customer, but it's not been, I think they paid a holding deposit, but it's sitting with Novitec, something like that.
Okay.
And they basically don't want it anymore. So there is one left, which is number 15. So I reckon, realistically, if we ordered sort of this week, before probably beginning of next month, earliest.
Wow, okay, that's amazing. I thought you were going to tell me like 6 months.
No. So that is getting the kit, yeah, obviously.
I know it needs to be fitted and stuff.
Yeah, we'd have to be fitted, which could be, well, the last one we did, I think, was with us. The F8 Spider we did was with us maybe a month or 3.5 weeks.
So if I allowed a 3-month window from order to being fully complete and fitted on my car, is that a good timescale?
Oh, 3 3 months for fully, you know, everything tested. Yeah, would you do exhaust as well?
Yeah, I think you got to do exhaust as well. I think it has to be everything. So first stage is pass. Give me a rough idea. Where are we at on this kit?
You know, ballpark, it's around 75 to 85 grand.
Pounds.
Pounds, yeah. Yeah, around that. Could be a little bit more. I'll have to double check because the Spider's got a few variations, but I can give you sort of a full quotation within the hour.
Okay, yeah, if you can do that for me, please, yeah, that would be great.
Yep, leave with me, mate, and I'll get in touch shortly.
Thanks, James, appreciate you, mate. Take care, have a good day. Bye-bye.
Cheers, Johnny.
Bye.
Take care.
So with a rough price in place, it seemed like I was about to upgrade the 296. It was all looking good, maybe too good. The price has come through from James. What did he say? 70,000, 80,000, yeah? Okay, and the price is £139,389.60. And even at that price, he said if I do some content or some promo, he would give me a discount. And that was included with the discount, which was $4,599, which is probably around 3 or 4%. What? Yeah, I can't justify that. Minton, I can't justify that. I called back to see what actually happened. James, when we spoke earlier, you were like 70, 80,000, and now we're at 140,000.
No, I know. So I spoke with Novitec, and they said this install is almost double the time that it is on the F8, which they were saying is to do with kind of the structural design of the body, and obviously they still have to cut into it. So they said it's almost double. So obviously, you know, taking that install out, it's still more than I actually had assumed earlier. So apologies on that. That was just ballpark filling, you know, based on the F8, if I'm honest with you. But yeah, that's it fully there. It is a lot. It's the last one they're doing. And yeah, I know it's probably to give you a bit of a shock seeing it's quite a bit more than we spoke about earlier. So apologies on that. It was it was a bit of a loose estimation from my head. So apologies on that.
Okay, James. Yeah. Let me go away, pal. But I'll be honest. At that price, I'm not going to sit here and waste your time. I know there's only one kit left. I think it's the fact that my mindset was 80 grand, give or take even 100, but it's so far apart. But I think you've probably made up my decision now what I'm going to do with this car.
Okay.
James, thank you for your time. I appreciate it, man. Thanks so much. Yeah.
No problem, man. If you need anything else, let me know.
Thank you so much. Take care, James. See you later. Bye. Cheers. Bye. Yeah, I'm disappointed. I would have hoped for maybe a 10% discount. I know the markup on the kits because of Urban, so I know how they work. But a 5% or whatever it was, I think it works out less than 5%, is a bit disappointing. But again, I go back to the fact of it was a 70, 80,000 pound estimation, and we've gone from that to 140, which is nearly double. Anyway, I guess based on that, and as much as I want the kit, I'm not foolish enough to spend 140 grand on a kit that I know I will not get back. I'm going to sell the car. The car got stripped, back to black, and loaded into a transporter, ready for sale. This car gave me so much joy, from racing on the track to driving alongside some great people on the tour. It made it across different countries and never skipped a beat. It's definitely one of my favorites that I've ever owned, but it is time to say goodbye, and it's time to go back to the drawing board and buy something else. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and join me next time on my car buying journey.